Welcome to Orlando, Florida, and the campus of UCF. The Knights are ready to rock in the stadium, already bouncing as these fans have been preparing since early this morning. What a showdown we have in store. A couple of Big 12 teams squaring off in what could prove to be a huge game. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the UCF Knights. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Knights will put total leather to crank us up. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Buffaloes offense will take the field first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. The Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12.
There he goes. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And the Buffaloes are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down. That's caught. It's Williams. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Buffs!
Now, coaches always talk about starting fast and taking that opening drive and really setting the tone for the football game, and that is exactly what they did. And they finish it with a good brand of physicality, running the football, ending the drive, and getting off to the 6-0 start.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So UCF's offense has the ball for the first time. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football.
It's a seam wide open. And that was a huge run that almost went to the house. The defense kept him from scoring.
And that is picture perfect by this quarterback. Nice job running the option, seeing he's not covered. Nobody's taking him. They didn't play that responsibility, and he chews up yards and makes the huge play.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Knights in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Here's a quick throw out to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And the point after is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16, would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Might be calling a hot route. To throw, it's St. Clair. Moves around to clear up the vision. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with high discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Pulls it in. It's Miller. Turns it on in midfield. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. And the Buffaloes with the 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. He'll pull it down. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Great job rallying to the football by this defense. 3rd down, QB's trying to extend the play, but great team speed on defense, now setting up 4th.
On 4th down, going to the air. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Guided out of bounds at the 22. A good play for this offense as they are threatening to score. Snap's going to come from the 23 on 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's St. Clair. Moving away from pressure. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. The Buffaloes trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on 1st down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Tries again to get it in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with the field. Touchdown, Colorado! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. We've had some early action here as they take over, trailing 13-7. Snags it quickly on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Offense gets set for second down. Trying play action. A strike downfield. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. The Knights in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one would have been picked off if he could have stayed in bounds, and the quarterback will live to tell about it. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. The Knights will send out the punt unit. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. He's got an open man. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. New set of downs after the completion. Here's the handoff. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You know, if you want to run the ball up the middle, you're going to have to block that guy. I mean, nobody even touched him, and he slanted right into the backfield, made the tackle for loss.
Gets it to the back. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. No hesitation at all. The offense stays on the field. They'll go for it. On 4th down, looking for the completion. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Quickly to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Got it behind the line. It's Richardson. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. On third down, going up top. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Knights will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And a precision punt there will pin them deep inside their own 10-yard line. This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Looking to throw at St. Clair. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Pocket breaking down. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving.
This has been a real fun game to call, guys, because we've got two quarterbacks that are getting it done on the ground. Both of these guys have had tremendous success. That time the defense wasn't in position. They weren't able to rally to him early enough, and you kind of get the feeling moving forward, whichever defense figures out the other running quarterback first, that's probably the team that wins.
Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Starting to feel a little pressure. And the throw out to the sideline, good for a few. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle.
Makes the grab, plenty for the first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Lost a throw again. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Rushes on him, trying to get rid of it. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Not a lot of good plays for third in California, so you're just trying to get a completion and help out your punter, but they can't even get that executed.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense. Great place to start for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. Grabbed behind the line. It's Richardson. Can't get him to the ground. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Richardson. Snowed under by the defense.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. The lead is down to a field goal. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. On the ground, it's Hayden. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The earth is shaking. Bounce House living up to its name as UCF tries to get off the field. Tackle is made right at the 22-yard line. That's not enough for the first down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Finds his tight end. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Floating away. Caught over the middle, it's Williams. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Gets rid of it. Pulls it in. It's Williams. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Right down the middle. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time he's got him. That'll be a gain of about 7. Leaves him with 3rd and 3.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there. When it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Looking downfield on first down. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And that's going to fall to the ground. Incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Finds his man. It's Riley. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback on the move, still looking. The incomplete pass, 4th down, fails, and they'll turn it over.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that second half in Orlando. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
On the move from inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They start this 3rd quarter, 1-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he's going to go backwards, and they force a 4th down. What a play by this defensive front. The Knights will punt this one away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Second down coming up. Picks up the first down. Turning it on. Touchdown, Buffaloes! He got a step and just dusted the field. Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Looking to the big tight end. Hauls it in. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
Caught in the backfield, it's Wallace. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
They make the tackle at the 36. Let's see if they bring out the punt team. The Knights send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. To the ground with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. And the Buffaloes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They try to go draw, but just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
The bounce house is rolling here on third down, trying to help UCF. Firing to the right, complete. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Buffaloes are marching down the field. To the air, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Wants to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. The Buffaloes will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll run it. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
Yeah, what a great job by the defense. You got to understand, it's physical time, right? They want to run the football when they start getting inside the 5. Nice job getting penetration, getting the tackle for the loss.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And they've inched closer and closer, and still 2 yards to go for the touchdown here on third down. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Buffs! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Trailing now by 17, David. This is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great, but I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
The RPO, it's complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Backed up now, here's second and long. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Wide open downfield. He's loose down the left side. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch. First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? He'll run it up the middle, trying to pick his way to the end zone. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. And they've been able to get within 2 yards. Now will they try to throw it in for the score? He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run, and they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass, it's St. Clair. Got his man on the right. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking to throw on first down. Quarterback adapting. He'll pull it down and run. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line.
Well, we know the game of college football is always evolving and changing, and one of the biggest reasons why is the quarterback evolution. Dual threat quarterbacks. You're seeing two great examples in this game so far. Both guys can hurt you throwing it. Both guys can hurt you running it. It's been the running attack for both of these guys that's been the big story so far.
They'll run play action. Here he goes breaking the pocket. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there. He unleashes a long one. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on fourth down. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. They'll move the wide receiver to the air on first down. And they can't make the connection.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. There's the pressure. Got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Knights.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he made the extra point without problem. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. He let the thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really
strong pass rush, gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you just got to take off and get it.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Takes a hit as he fires. And the fourth down pass falls incomplete, and they'll have to give up the football. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got a man. It's Richardson. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much, much more if they're going to give him a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The Knights want to crank the tempo.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Well, they execute the end route, and how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
They are able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The Knights come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, UCF! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did. For 6 points.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
And the Buffaloes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught near the sticks. It's Atkins. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, and the ball's out after that big play. And the defense got it. They bring him down, but not only do they get the turnover, chunk of yardage, too. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Now from the 48-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Lewis to throw. With the catch, it's Williams. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Buffaloes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. At this point, the defense has little choice but to sell out to stop the run on 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. And the Buffaloes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. They'll try the run. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build, that confidence. You know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.